Welcome to the channel, everybody. Now, I know I've been away for a couple of weeks, but I'm back with a Scum 0.95 and beyond news and updates video for you all. So let's jump straight in and see what the devs have been up to, shall we? So what we're going to be doing is going through the latest dev update. Everything beforehand from the last couple of weeks, we're not going to go through that. I'm sure by now most of you have seen it already. So first up first, we have programmers, and they've been working on loot cooldown system, working on priority re-rendering issues, code reviews, commit system migration, working on the movement rework, working on that dropship functionality, bug fixing, working on armed NPCs precision, improving anti-cheat detection, and working on the quest system. So a lot of work still going into the NPCs quest system. It's nice to see that they're still improving the anti-cheat detection as well. Hopefully we'll see some more anti-cheat coming in the future to help prevent cheaters even more. Now, if we move on to level design, they are working on distant LODs. Yes, all of them are on it. I have noticed that this is suffering as of late, especially the last week that I've been playing. So it's nice to see that they are working on this. Not quite sure what's happened with the performance over the last couple of weeks. I know there's been quite a few hotfixes and things coming out of the game. So who knows, they may have just broke something a little bit. But as usual, it should be fixed fairly swiftly. Now, other than level design, we have the art team, and they are working on the new trailer, working on quest assets, on foliage, on new textures, on new clothing, optimizations, and bug fixing, which is lovely to see. It really is. Obviously, the quest assets and things like this, I really do feel that we're going to have a very big part of the game in questing. Now, I'm saying this is my own personal opinion. This is what I'm hoping for anyway. With the amount of work that we've been seeing going into this whole quest system over the last few months now in these news videos, it would be lovely to see this become a main part of the game. And the reason I say this is because the PvE side of Scum has been suffering as of late. So it would be really nice to see a core feature come in solely for PvE side of things. Other than that, it would be nice to see what they're doing with the new foliage, or how they're adjusting this, or what they're doing, where they're working on it. I would still love to see that this stealth just disappears. You know, I don't like the fact that we can sit in full oranges with an advanced stealth in a bush and just vanish. It's never made sense to me. So yeah, I really don't enjoy that part of it. I would like to see that go. But other than that, obviously optimization work, a few new features would be nice to see as well. Alright, so move along to the sound team, and they've been working on the dropship audio design. Again, doesn't look like a lot's been going on with the sound team, but previously they were working a lot on obviously bug fixing, sound fixing, things like this, and they have done very well with the ambient sounds now, especially at night time. They have lowered that sound down, and it is a very nice level now, especially I find anyway. Okay, so other than that, we're going to move on to QA/CM. Now, this doesn't change much from week to week, but in case you're new here, I'll go through it quickly anyway. They've been responding to player inquiries, hunting and banning cheaters, Steam general discussion and bug reports, testing of upcoming features, and various bug reports. So if you have any bug reports, obviously there's links down in the description that you can use. There is also now an in-game section where you can report illegal content. That will bring you straight to the website, and then from there you can go to the report bug section and report a bug. It really does help the devs. As you can see here, testing of upcoming features, there is only a finite amount of resources that this dev team has, as in the amount of people that can test these upcoming features and check for bugs. And this is why we're in an early access stage. We have a lot of players now that are able to test these features on a broader scale, which is why it was brought into an early access, why any game really is brought into an early access. So it really does help when you report your bugs. As minor as they may seem, it's good to do it, because you could have different hardware. You could be doing something completely different to another player and still experience the same bug. It just helps them get a bigger picture and understand what's going on with the game. Now, let's move on to the design team. They have been managing quest production and working on quest data assets. So again, this is something that is cropping up week after week after week at the moment, is this quest design. And it is nice to see that they are continuously working on this week in, week out. It just gives me the hope and the idea that it's going to be, as I said earlier, a core feature, a very large sort of part of the game. It would be nice to see this whole PvE side of Scum come back into the game after, you know, a couple of years now of it just being solely a raiding game. I say a couple of years, it's been like that for many years now, but generally I don't play Scum for the raiding. You know, there's so much more Scum offers than raiding, and it'd be so much better when 1.0 hits and these NPCs come in, quests come in. It will just open up the game even more. Now, we did have one small thing off of Twitter, and it was just a poll asking, out of curiosity, which respawn system do you prefer more, either a money-based or a fame-based? Now, I voted for fame-based, solely because I don't like the whole, you know, sector and bed respawns. I feel like Scum needs to have just either random respawns or coastal spawns. Again, one thing I don't like about DayZ is the fact that you have certain spawn areas, which then causes other players to be toxic and, you know, camp those areas out and kill new players as they spawn in. So I can see why they probably won't want to go down that route, but keeping it as just solely random spawns on the map, again, would be an idea. But just my opinion, you know, whether or not that's money or fame based, I feel like the respawning would be a lot more difficult if it was fame based. I feel like you can get money a lot easier than you can get fame. So it all depends really if you're trying to make the game more difficult, but there's servers and stuff now that obviously offer these types of settings and rules and things like this. So that's again one thing I love about Scum, and the amount of different servers we do have is the choice for players, you know. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can go and hire your own server and make your own server settings to your playstyle. But yeah, that is pretty much gonna be all for today. I hope you did enjoy the video, and it is nice to be back doing these updates for you all. So I just want to give a quick shout out to our channel members. Thank you very much for your extra and ongoing support. It's always appreciated. If you want to join them, you can do. Head over to the channel, hit that join button and see what perks suit you best. But if you want to support me in another way, you can do simply by liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And that way you'll stay up to date with all the latest Scum news, guides, and even that random stuff I like to get up to sometimes. Until next time, see ya!